Welcome everybody, I'm Looney Farm Guy, and these are your new mods for Tuesday, December 7th. We're going to test them out, show them off. Stay tuned. Well, we have a number of mods today. None of them are Giants mods. I guess yesterday was Giants Day. Today is Modder Day. Well, we'll kind of go some curious ones, some very useful. And we'll start with this one, the Siloking TrailedLine system by ModPassion. And then we have these. These are a pack of tankers. Those are by TF2020 Mods. Now they hold a number of different things, as you can see. So those are found all over the place and come in different colors, as you can see. This one, curious how some of them are labeled in the mod hub. This is the Amazon ZGB 6001. It's a fertilizer spreader. It does spread lime as well. It's listed as manure spreader for some reason. I think that might get fixed. Then we have, this is the Bredal F2W, so you can come up there, F2WS4000. Does also fertilizer spreader and lime. And then we have the Kverneland Exacta EL. Oh, this one was by MefiuFs. Same with this one. It's a smaller, the Cavernland Extracta El Pac fertilizer and lime as well. And then we have these, the Fliegl DPW Pack by MefiuFs. Don't know why he has such a hard name to pronounce. I don't think they are auto load, though it does not say so. Well, we'll try them out. And then finally, last but not least, this. Look familiar? It should, although this is the D8 Super Amazon by the same one, MefiuFs. If that looks familiar, we just had, well, we had the on Sunday, the Amazon D9 by Vertex Design. This one, well, we'll go through it as well, and those, so I will cut away again, and we have a Vario 900. We're going to, we're going to test them all out and kind of show them off one by one. So as usual, I will try to go through it individually, and you can, if there's one you particular have an interest in seeing, you can fast forward to that, and I will try to keep it in order as best as I can. So we'll move on. Well, first of all, let's start off with this, the Siloking TrailedLine system 1000 plus 4535 is the name. This is by ModPassion. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. The price is $141,000, capacity 45,000 liters, and a recommended 240 horsepower. 4.65 megabyte download. Not bad. So it's a mixed wagon. Let's see. We can put straw and then hay. Whoop. Okay. And then what else? Silage. And whoop. And we need more hay, I think. There we go. And there. We have silage. Not too hard. I guess there's the option to put, well, I've filled it up now. It's not going to hold any of that mineral. But you can put that mineral additive, feed additive as well. And that would be here, but I'm full already. Anyways, it does have a turning, the last axle, as you can see, turns a little bit to help you turn it around. That has a dump left and right unload. Other than that, it looks tip side left or right. And other than that, it's well, it's a mixed wagon. And there you go. It whoop. Well, there it is. It tips out like so. We'll fix that later. And there you have it, the Siloking TrailedLine System 1000 plus 4535 by DD ModPassion. Moving on. So, as you can see, I've done an absolutely horrible job of loading these bales onto this bale wagon. It is not a auto load, as you can see. There's no operating or loading. There is straps, and there it is. This one's slightly longer. This is the Fliegl DPW Pack. Not a $16,000. Extensions are the. We'll take a quick look at it in the store. It's just a wagon with straps on it. I mean, it's called, well, it's not called a bale wagon. It shows bales. It's in bale loaders. 3.75 megabytes to download, and it's by this gentleman, MefiuFs, or it could be a lady. I have no idea. Here we go. Bale loaders. It is in bale loaders. Here it is. It has the DPW 18 or 180 and the 120. So the 180 would be slightly longer at 5.2 tons at $16,000. So the extension or no extension is just these end pieces on there, and the color you can choose anything you want. And that's about it. There's your Fliegl DPW pack. Moving on. And here we are. This is liquid support. It's called Lizard HS8M. So they come in a number of different configurations. They're found all over the place. This is made by FS22 mods, 2.17 megabytes to download. They hold 8,000 liters and they cost $15,000 each. Now, so they all have different. Yeah, this one's a little tricky. This one's for milk. You can have. Well, let's see if we can find one. This would have been in. Was it in trailers? No. Oh dear. Animals, I believe. No. Animals. There. So the 8M, that is the milk one, and then the 8HS8W, I guess water. Oh, there we go. W for water, M for milk. There we go. As you can see, $15,000 each, 8,000 liters. You can have, I would recommend having the decals on them. This one indicating water. Lots of different colors and all the different rim colors. So, here we are at the buy anything point. Options. Nothing really. It's a tanker. We should come up to this and immediately it'll start filling with milk. So, I'm going to go and grab them all and fill them all. And I'll come back with them all filled, and then we'll see. It's filled pretty quick. We'll see how fast they unload. Be back in a minute. All right, we're back. So I've filled all of these tankers. Milk, no problem. Water, yes. They all filled from this multi-cell silo. Here we got the liquid fertilizer and herbicide, so I brought up a base game sprayer, and yep, no problem at all. It is filling from that. I also just drove up this next one is the fuel refill tractor. I shall. Thank you so much. The slurry one was interesting to me. This tank here is the in-game grant under slurry tanks. It is a well, for slurry storage to bring to the field side to refill your slurry tanks or whatsoever. And so it's like, oh, okay, well, does it unload into there? I have some slurry, and as you can see, refill trailer. I'm going filling up the filling up my trailer hooked to my from that tank. And if we go, okay, stop that. If we go round to the back, now it's still refilling. I guess it'll still refill until now I can unload. Did it say unload before? I guess if I that's interesting. Start overloading. There we go. We can, yeah, look, putting it back into the, I don't see it in there. That's odd. Okay, well, it's apparently still in there. Yeah. Yeah, so it's in there. Just not showing it's in there anymore. I'm loading from it. So there you go. So here, that might be a little bit of a glitch, perhaps, but nevertheless, it is working. So that's the liquid support tankers by TF2020 mods. Moving on. Okay, everyone. Next up is the Amazon ZGB 6001. This is as well by MefiuFs. That's the modder's name. It's under fertilizer spreaders. It does fertilizer and lime. It is priced at $21,700. Recommends 110 horsepower. Working width 18 meters. Working speed 16 kilometers an hour. Fertilizer and lime 12.87 megabytes to download. All right. So well, this one we have the options cover, and we have lime in there. So let's. That looks kind of like 18. There's no section control. The worker seems to be okay with it. We'll let him go for a bit. Let's go back into this. And oh, that looks a bit wider, doesn't it? I'm going to say that's like 12 meter spread for the lime. Yeah. That's going to be my guess. 12 or even 11 or 10. Hard to say exactly. Little trick. Stand here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it's about a 12-meter spread for the lime. So just be aware of that. Oh, the worker seems to be happily. I might test these out a little bit later on another field just to see if anything weird pops up with them. They both hold. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a quick look at it in fertilizer spreaders here. There we are. Hold 6,000 liters. There's a few tire options to play around with if you like. The design is inside. Type 1, Type 2, standard. I don't think there's a difference, at least not with how it spreads or works. Cover, no cover. They both seem to work. Well, I'll test them out later, and if there's something really weird about it, I'll let you know. But until then, we will move on. All right, on to our next fertilizer spreader. This is the Bredal F2WS4000 by MefiuFs again. He's been busy boy today. So the purchase price, 28,000, capacity 4,000 liters, max working width 42 meters, and we have fertilizer and lime. So fertilizer 42 meters, and that's ooh, that is nice. Okay, that's wide. So of course that is not that one, right one. So it can either okay, so adjusted with 15, or so, sorry, so 42, 36, 30, 21, 18, and 15 respectively. Now, lime says 42 meters. Oh my. How quickly does it run out at that width? I do believe that is now our widest spreading lime spreader. That'll look after your liming needs in a hurry. It does seem to be running out as expected. Worker? Yes. The worker is working it. What's he gonna do? Okay. Wowzers. Worker's gonna run out of lime pretty quickly. He seems to be a little unsure. We got just a little spot left. He's going this way. Well, let's just follow him for just a moment to see what he does. That's quite a wide span on a lime spreader. Well done to the modder, MefiuFs. And yes, he has run out. So there is the trick I usually like to use. I'll be right back. So here's a little trick I used in Farming Simulator 19, and I put the spreader on the front, and you tow a trailer full of whatever you need, lime in this case, and it will pull. See the I'll just show you the cover. As you can see, it's empty, but it's pulling product from the trailer. So you can carry extra capacity that way. However, where in 19 a worker would work it, now I'm getting worker could not start tool attached incorrectly. So it recognizes that it's on the front and it's not going to let a worker operate it. However, you can do it with a 42 meter width span. Let's see, can you adjust the width? Yeah, you can adjust the width of the line if you want to. Not that I'd want to, but in some cases you might. So there you have it. That's pretty neat. The 42 width spreading width on the lime spreader. Yeah, so there might be a couple of other ways to trick that yet, but so far that's the Bredal F2WS4000 by MefiuFs, or however you want to pronounce it. I'll have it listed in the bottom. Moving on. Next up, we have the Kverneland Extracta El Pack by MefiuFs again. So, another fertilizer spreader that also does lime. We have fertilizer there in this one. Or do we? No, we have lime. So, with the extensions, 1,000 liters of lime, this will also spread up to 42 meters. The price is $15,000. And yeah, it's well, let's just set the worker off. 42 meters, yay! And it's going to you won't go very far with it spreading at 42 meters. So it's a bit of an issue with yeah, the tank's empty. All right, here we are with the fertilizer, and yes, indeed, 42 meters fertilizing. Of course, the fertilizer will go a whole lot further than lime, and yeah, it works. As I said before, with these type, I don't really ever had a problem with workers using these. Well, that's a funny angle. Yeah, so that's the Kverneland Exacta El Pack. So we do have a Kverneland in the fertilizers. And oh, it was released by Giants, but it didn't do lime. This one does lime, as does the Bradall and the Amazon. All three of these released today. And there you have it. Moving on to our last mod of the day. And here we go, the last mod I will be testing today. Well, last mod on Farm Sim 22. The Amazon D8 Super. And that, of course, was submitted by MefiuFs again. Let's see, he had quite a few today. So it's a 4-meter seeder, $16,000. Suggested horsepower required 110 horsepower and 4.58 megabytes per download. It is not a direct drill. You'll find this under seeders. And as you can see, the D9s were released yesterday. This is the D8. No, just the wheels. That's the only option. It holds 1,000 liters of seed, and it travels at 9 miles per hour. So we got the little 714 Fent here. I'm going to be planting barley, and there she goes. Seed only, no fertilizer. He will happily trot along there, I am sure. We have now this, if you recall, Sundays, we have this subsoiler that has a 3-point hitch on the back. Now, I'm going to try this again because it did not work with the ones released on Sunday. And yes, it does not work. Does not work with this either for some reason. It just doesn't, even though it's turned on, as you can see. Just had to try it, so just so you know, in case you're thinking about that, not gonna work. All right, so we're gonna let that, we're gonna let this little fella carry on. Oh, it's funny it didn't get rid of that grass. It's still seeding away, and if we look on our PDA here, growth, there we go, nicely. So we're going to let this guy go along, and we'll catch up with you to wrap it all up. And those are your mods for Tuesday, December 7th. Quite a variety of mods again. No real issues with any of them that I found outside the norm. Our workers are happily seeding with no problems whatsoever. The D8, so it's a fine little machine. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, either you're going to download this one or the pack that the D9s. This is the D8, sorry, or the D9s. That they're pretty much, I mean, the same thing. Anyways, but it still works good, and it functions as it should. There's one other mod of note, a placeable. This little fella here. This is you're gonna find that in the construction. If we go to tools, there we go. The steel. It is a well, pressure washer. $1,550, $5 a day maintenance. It works like a pressure washer should work. Kind of a neat thing with the pressure washers, I noticed it gives you a warning that you are getting a countdown. So if you get past that, boink, I guess the hose breaks off, and there you go. So I apologize if it took a little bit longer. There's a lot of mods to go through, and I tried to test them all at least a little bit. There might always be a small issue with something. I can't really test every little aspect about them. If something pops up, leave a comment if you have a problem with one, and I'll test it further. Anyways, I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's just a game, so have fun. Till next time, bye for now.